This is nuts! I can't get over how crazy this is.
Here we are. Let's do this. And here we are out driving through the middle of nowhere in Arizona, I think.
Oh, yeah, look at this. Fire must have came through here.
Yeah, we're in a graveyard.
This is wild. It's so, like, just dead feeling. You could place some content for a car show.
That it would. Their name is the Sinagua people. And it comes from Spaniards coming into this area, the Flagstaff, Sedona area. And they were amazed that the mountains had no perennial water.
Mm-hmm.
So they named the whole thing Sin without agua, water. And so the area was known as without water, and the people were the without water people, which is fascinating. They've been around here for like 1,000 years, I think. And then around 1500, they dipped, and nobody knows why.
Yeah. I've often wondered, where did they get water?
Yeah.
We both lived in Colorado, and you just like stumbled across the stream every 35 feet. But like we haven't seen any water at all day.
It makes you wonder what it would take for somebody to call a place like this home, carve a house into the side of a rock, you know?
We soon found that cave dwellings were not the only option.
Well, shall we? Here, let me open the door for you.
Thank you. Never would have made it in without you.
Actually, I wonder if there's any snakes in here.
Underneath us right now,
Yeah,
chilling
just
in
a
the
whole
cool.
nest.
Probably.
Yeah. Which is why, if you build a home in rocks, you don't have to worry about there being snakes underneath of things, because you build it on one flat rock, rather than all of this stuff. Which makes me wonder, why today do we build buildings like this?
You're not building a cave dwelling by yourself in a year.
It takes a long time with a spoon. So.
Yeah. Are we wearing matching boots?
Dude, we're totally twinning right now.
Man.
Dude, we actually are like dressed the same. Now I'm looking at it. We got blue pants, same boots, light colored shirt.
Oh man.
We've been hanging out too much.
Clearly we have no style guide for this production.
Is this a water trough? A horse holding pen?
I'm thinking it's water.
Whoa. Hey, dude.
How many dead things are in there?
Right.
How do you get this out here?
I have no idea.
We'll find out tonight whether living in a cave dwelling is actually a good thing or not. In my frickin' face. I don't know why I put up with this crew.
All right, off.
I'm not talking to you.
To never.
It had been a fantastic drive, but we had a bit of a problem looming.
And we don't technically know where we're going,
It's true.
which means it would be really helpful to be there before sunfall. But
Wouldn't it be nightfall? Sunfall a thing?
the sun falls out of the sky.
Never heard.
Why would night fall? That doesn't make any sense.
You're right. Other than the 600 years of pedigree that phrase has, it doesn't make any sense at all.
From henceforth, nightfall is morning, when the night falls away.
But that doesn't make any sense either.
Day, no?
No, because it's still night isn't
With
falling
that
anywhere.
conversation getting us absolutely nowhere, we decided to put some miles on the road.
Cliff face out there. I mean, my goodness. I thought it was going to be this hill complex. Actually, I can see a bunch of caves over there. But this is the end of the road. We drove till we ran out of blacktop, then we drove till we ran out of dirt. Here we are. Let's do this.
I mean, I didn't do that.
Racing against sunfall, we began the hike and followed the nearest trail, hoping we wouldn't get lost, that we could find the ruins, and that we could set up camp while we still had a little light.
Dude, look at that.
Oh my
I feel like we should at least spend a second appreciating that.
No way.
That is crazy.
But we didn't have a second to lose because the sun had already set.
This is actually nuts. Wow. We found it, guys.
You know what's just occurred to me? What if we're not the only thing that wants to sleep in this tent?
Alright, explore time. Looks a little like treacherous as far as like I don't know if that's is that the way up?
It's stable.
Okay. It looks very not stable from here.
Not sure what I'm gonna find it. All right. That got me.
Yeah. Whoa, what the? There's like all of this ceiling.
This is nuts.
Yeah, this is.
I can't get over how crazy this is.
They like. Look what they used for concrete.
It's just
They mixed,
plaster.
I guess. I mean, it worked.
Be watching where I'm stepping some too. Sure I'm not gonna step on some snake.
Skull.
Yeah. This is your life room, like where you live, where you
Have all your meetings and hang
like
out
everything.
and play games and. Yeah, they had fires in there. That's what all
Yeah.
that is from. Would
I'm
you
just-
live here though?
living here. I don't know. Like those are trees.
I guess they carried it.
They carried that
I mean,
from
there's
all the way
trees.
down there.
Yeah, there's trees.
Yeah. Also, how short were these people? Like, there's an actual like modern. Somebody came in here and fixed it up.
So yeah, all this shale would have come. They carried all this rock.
It's also amazing how flat all of it is.
Man, what a project! You mentioned building this.
I mean,
This
no.
took years.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, imagine the first person to come up here, or people, were like, oh, this is a cool spot, and they just stepped on the ground, and then they're like,
Yeah.
why should we leave? This is good.
Right.
We got close access to water, being down there on the river, so you carry up buckets of water
No way.
every day.
My brain can't compute like, where's the faucet? You know. Like, where do they poop?
After more riveting conversation, we decided to bed down for the night.
We're here on top of the cliff in some Native American cave dwellings. We got the whole setup going on over here. So yeah, we're gonna try to get some sleep.
Well, thank you for joining us on this installment of the Continental Drift, and we look forward to seeing you in the next episode.